Hello friends, this is Rajdeep. Welcome to Learning Insight for UGC-NET-JRF Social Work Paper 2. First of all, I like to inform you that in my important section materials, the video number 4 that I have uploaded on important books on social work and the author, where there were two mistakes. First one, that is Social Group Work. That book was written by G. Kanapka, and another one, that is Social Casework, a problem solving process. That book was written by H.H. Parman. And for the same, I have given the correct answer in my description box of that video. So please you check it out and discuss here paper 3 September 2013 with best explanations. So if you are new in my channel, then please subscribe. So let's start. Classical conditioning technique is used to eliminate phobia. So classical conditioning technique जो होता है वो यूज़ किया जाता है कि एलिमिनेट टू रिमूव फोबियाज, मीन्स फेयरनेस को रिमूव करने के लिए. इज़ यूज इन, ये किस में यूज़ किया जाता है? इट इज़ यूज इन सिस्टमेटिक डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन. Then now what is systematic decentralization? Systematic decentralization is a type of behavioral therapy based on the principle of classical conditioning. तो systematic decentralization is एक टाइप है जो behavioral therapy के लिए, and it's based on the principle of classical conditioning, and it was developed by Wolf during the 1950s. That is, put the following events in the order of their occurrence. So आपको क्या करना है? as per the occurrence इस order को sequence में लाना है आपको. So remember this year they will not give in your question papers, that was given by me, and you will get just the option like sentences, not the year. So first option, that is Charity Organization Society, that was London, that was established in the year 1869. Publication of a book on social casework, that was in the year 1917 by Mary Richmond. And Charity Organization Society USA, that was established in the 1877. Remember there is a London and USA. In the London, that was established in 1869, and in USA 1877. Emergence of Freudian theory, that was emerged in the year 1922. So first will come that Charity Organization Society London, then after that Charity Organization Society in USA, then Mary Richmond, and then the books social casework, and then Freudian theory. So this will be your sequence. Now next question. Arrange the following steps in the process of establishment of NGO in a sequence. So आपको क्या करना है? एक NGO बनाने establish करने के लिए आपको कौन सा step follow करेंगे sequentially? First you have to write the vision of the NGO, then mission of the NGO, and then what is your objectives of the NGOs, and then what the strategy you have for this NGOs. Now next question. What is the proper sequence of the following? So ये आपको ये proper sequence में लिखना है और arrange करना है. So first one, the member of similar age group available with interest in recreational activities. So this will be your first one. Then second, group goals are identified and clearly stated. अगर एक age group मिल जाएगा, similar age group, then you have to decide the goals and identify clearly the stated. Means goals set करना है and specific objectives भी goals भी set करना है. Then you have to do program plan and carried out. उसके बाद आपका goal set हो गया, then you have to set for plan, and then plan को carried out करना है, and lastly you have to group become cohesive and goals achieve. So once you have a plan and carried out strategy, then the group become cohesive, means brotherhood develop हो जाएगा, and then your goal can be achieved easily. So this will be sequence. First one 1, then 3, then 4, then 2. So next question. Okay, you have to match the author with their books. So Kaplan 1961, it's written by a committee approach to mental health, written by him. Then T. Douglas 1993, the book written that was A Theory of Group of Practice. A. Maslow 1943, he has written a theory of human motivation, that is hierarchy of human needs. And then Towley Charlotte 1945, and he has written common human needs. So this will be your sequence. Next question. Okay, following are the steps in social research. Arrange the steps, prepare a plan of research study. So एक research study करने के लिए आपको कौन सा research स्टेप को फॉलो करना होगा. You have to arrange accordingly or sequence accordingly. So first आपका problem formulation, you have to formulate the problem, then you have to go for set the objectives. Once you have the objectives, then you have the hypothesis, means how for testing the variables, and then you have this data collections. Then you will go for data collection, and after data collection you go for processing and analysis of data. So once you gather the data, you have to interpret the data and analyze the data, and once you have done the analysis of data and processing of data, then you will go for detailed writing, that is report writing or interpret. Next question. Okay, match the following items with the list 1 and list 2. So monogamy is something that is that is type of marriage, and this marriage is related with one and only one wife, means one man with one wife. Now polygamy is something with more than one wife. So in this type of marriage, more than one wife. And consensual union, that is perfect relationship and living together. And serial monogamy, that is related to some earlier wives have got remarried. So this will be your sequence. And next question is 2. Transference is related to psychiatry, parole is related to criminology, and cultural leg is something related to sociology, and award is related to law. Now next question. Okay, methods of social work. Johari window, he is associated with known to others, unknown to self. Now H.H. Pullman, he is popular for problem solving model, and Mary Richmond, she is associated with social diagnostic, and this book was written by Mary Richmond in the year 1917. Now next question. Probation department, that is related to district court. Parole is something that is related to reward for good conduct. Vocational training, that is associated with the rehabilitation of offenders, and child welfare committee, that is related to juvenile justice. So this will be your answer. Next question. Okay, you have to match events with their date of observance. For that also I have made one video in important material sections. You can watch the video. All the important events and all the important observance days I have listed out here from January to December. You can check it out here. Now World Day of Water, that is observed on March 22nd. World Earth Day, that was observed on April 22nd. World Environment Day, that is observed on 5th June. World Population Day, that is celebrated on 11th July. So this will be your sequence. Next question. Works Committee, that is associated with Industrial Dispute Act. Set on and set off, that is associated with Payment of Bonus Act. Continuous Service Act, that is associated with Payment of Gratuity Act. Substances Allowances, that is associated with Standing Order. So this will be a sequence. Now next question. Okay, again you have to match. Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act, that is in the year 1939. Child Marriage Restraint Act, that was enacted in the year 1929. Dowry Provisions Act, that is associated with 1961. Hindu Marriage Act, that is in 1950. Socialization is a lifelong process. Yes, very correct, because it's a lifelong process. Till the date we live, we'll learn something. So it's a continuous process, never ending process. And socialization process ends with one death. Yes, absolutely never ending process. So both are correct. Yes, we'll go with both A and R are correct. Position of labor welfare officer is only ornamental but not practical. Right persons for right job is a prerequisite. Okay. First, position of labor welfare is only ornamental, not practical. It's not true, because it's very practical. It's not only ornamental. Right person for right job is a prerequisite. Yes, everybody demand for a right person for that particular job. So we'll go with option B, that is A is not true but R is true. So next question. Participation in SHG leads to women empowerment. Yes, very correct, because the ultimate goal of self-help group is to empower the women. Through participation in NGOs or through participation in SHGs, women improve their self-image, make better choices and enhance their financial status. Worker participation in industry result in industrial democracy. Yes, very correct, because participation in the fundamental in any democracy. Workers education programs does not encourage the participation of workers. There is something not reasons of the option A. So we'll go with the option C, that is A is true. Yes, true, because participation is necessary in democracy, and R is not correct, true explanation of A, because it's not something related with A. It's talking about education and participation. It's something different. So we'll go with option C. Next question, right to self-determination is a principle of social work. Yes, very true, because the client right to self-determination means decision taking power is the right of the client, and it's our fundamental principles in social. Now, in social work practice, the client is given free hand to decide about his or her future. No, it's not something related to right to self-determination, because right to self-determination is something deciding about the client decision on a particular case, but about the future is something different case. So we'll go with option B, that is A, both A and R are, but R is not correct explanation of A, because it's not something that is related to the principle. Here is talking about the principle, and here is talking about the client future take decision on his or her future. Now next question, female have higher life expectancy than men. Yes, it's very true, because it's already saying that life expectancy is higher for in case of female than male, and female receive better diet. This is not something true, because we know that females take the last leftover diet in our families. Most of the that is not true. So we'll go with option C, that is A is true and R is not, R is false. Now next question, people's participation is essential for success of development program. Yes, people participation is in democracy also, people participation is essential and fundamental. Education and awareness leads to participation. Yes, is also true, because only the education and awareness can lead to people participate in something. So both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Now next question, the connection between industrialization and breakdown of joint family system needs to be studied. Yes, very true, because industrialization is something that is breaking the joint family systems. This calls for variety of researches to carry it out in rural areas alone. No, it's not something true explanation of one, because the industrialization also impact in urban areas also for breaking the joint family system. So we'll go with option C, A is true and R is not correct explanation of A. Next question, social action is a systematic and conscious effort to influence the basic social condition for social progress. Yes, it's a systematic and conscious effort for influence the basic condition of social progress for improvement of society. It involves improving social legislation and social policy. Yes, social actions improve the social legislations and policy, because dharna or gherao something that is develop our social policies and social legislative amendment. So this is something true. So we'll go with option A, that is B, A is true and R is the correct explanation of A. Now next question, psychologists generally agree the IQ gets affected by environment. Yes, true, because environment also influence on IQ, and environment here is talking about family environment, school environment, community environment. So this is true, that is true. And IQ is a biological trait, it is cannot be changed. No, it's not something true. It's a biological trait, is of course we'll accept, but it cannot be changed is not something true, because environment influence on IQ. So environment can change IQ level. So A is true and R is not. Next question, Jan Shikshan Sansthan provide vocational training courses to the marginalized. Yes, it is true, because it's provide vocational training, that is skilling training to the marginalized group, that is disadvantaged group. Now vocational training empower the beneficiary who become entrepreneurs. No, it's not only for that cause. Vocational training, that is empower and educate and skilling the peoples who has less skills. So it's not the correct explanation of A, that is it's talking about the marginalized group and it's talking about the entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs and marginalized group is something different, and it's not a explanation reason of the option A. So we'll go with option C, that is A is true and R is not correct explanation of A. So this is next, watch the next video, that is 8B for question from 25 to 45. We hopes आपको videos अच्छा लग रहा है, and if yes then please do like, share and subscribe the channel if you are new in my channel. Thank you, thanks for watching.